Good morning and welcome back to the Now Morning Show, where as always we are giving you events to add to your calendar, and the month of October is ending with the Coco Dance Festival. It's happening at Napa on the 28th and 29th, and this morning joining me on the Now Morning Show to tell me more about it, no stranger to this set, Dave Williams, who is trying to have an exotic name because he's joined by Brianne Benj Abbott. Did I say that correctly? UK choreographer, giving us a little insight as to how this festival has come together. Lady and gentlemen, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
A pleasure to have you, because when initially they talked about Coco Festival and dance, I immediately thought dance and the Coco. This is great. Everybody getting to do it. It's a cool experience, and then I realized it's not. Dave, how does it differ?
This year, well, this is our 15th year, and Dance in the Coco is something that we played on Contemporary Choreographers Collective, and we say Coco, you know, we have a heritage of Coco and Dance in Coco, so we just named it that. This year, we have 25 choreographers coming in this year, local, from 6 countries. We have a group of 25 people staying at the Hilton. Why am I plugging Hilton?
Iconic, right. Don't worry.
Yeah, from the US, from Mexico, from Colombia, from Africa, and we have, of course, from the UK.
From the UK, yeah.
But this year, interestingly, we're at the Napa, so we have a lot of seats. So we are able to offer admission for $50, because one of our mandates is to make dance accessible. And Napa with that size allows us to give, you know, so anybody I see who don't show up, Are we
threatening people this morning?
Yes. Well, I can't go and make Bacchanal and movie tongue like the other people.
Fair.
But I come in, I wouldn't, that's threat.
Something will happen.
Yeah,
something will happen.
yeah.
We'll just go with that.
Yeah.
Before something happens, so give me a little insight as to the inculcation of the multitude of choreographers, because that would mean that we might have some collaborations, we might have quite a few differences amongst the pieces. So what do we expect on the 28th and 29th?
A broad, and that's what Coco is intended to do. It gives people a broad menu of what's going on in the world in the contemporary dance scene, and we have collaborations, which I'll let Brani go into between herself and a local artist, Akazuru, but you can speak. I'm not doing the interview there. So.
By all means. Dave is used to being here too much, you know. He's like, yeah, let's just talk to her. But it might make sense that we do have that conversation, because, I mean, as much as you explained to me, yes, you are listed as a choreographer for this particular project, you're actually more of a visual artist.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, how did we transition? What happened?
Well,
the change.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, I describe myself as interdisciplinary artist, so my practice is painting primarily, but I'm working more in film, and in the UK I've been working with dancers. For the first time last year I created a dance film, which is going to be shown as part of this festival. But yeah, my work is, the meeting point between myself and the local artist Akuzuru, who I'm collaborating with, is our fascination with the natural world. And my work is all about our relationship to nature and my concept of humans as nature. And Akuzuru's practice is very deeply spiritual in how she communicates with and responds to the natural world. So I've got this week working with her. It's funded by the British Council. She's responding to a film that I created called The Colour of Transformation, which celebrates black and women of colour in the UK working in nature. So she's got this beautiful concept called Alchemy of Sound, and we're working together on a performance piece that she'll be showing on Sunday, just at the beginning of the evening's events, right in front of Napa.
Sounds incredulous. Now, I know that you are of Trini heritage, yes?
Yes.
So this actual collaboration, how much of you are we seeing in there, or at least heritage-wise?
Well, it will be Akazuru performing. There will be aspects of the musical score from the film that I created as part of her performance.
Beautiful.
And very much like we're working really closely together every day to develop the costume and the set. So there'll be some of my hand in there, but it'll be Akazuru performing.
That sounds incredulous and very dynamic, because then we talk festival. We don't just expect to see just dance. Now, you've alluded to film being part of it as well. What else is in there? Little nuggets of goodness.
We have well, besides film, we have workshops. We have, besides Bernie's film, we have other films. We have, interestingly, we have, which we've been, it's not the first year, it's our 4th year, auditions for the Joffrey Ballet. So young interested dancers can audition. We're on their audition circuit that they go about the globe finding young talent.
Beautiful.
And this is our 5th year doing it, so that's pretty interesting. We have seminars, workshops. Some go beyond the dates at Queen's Hall into November.
That
and
was
some
my
have
next
already
question.
started.
Because we're talking about 2 days. I know all of this can fit in there, and it sounds like you have different things happening on different days. So you'd want to come to both days to get a more complete experience.
Yes, like I said, at $50, right? That's $100 for 2.
Okay, right.
For 2 days.
That makes much more sense.
When the range 25 choreographers from different parts of the world and locally, you get a full, and for first timers, it'll be an interesting introduction to contemporary
any
dance.
sort of visual depiction that you're describing, because the sorts of collaborative efforts that we have, in addition to how many cultures we're going to inculcate, it's an incredulous show that is happening at Napa on the 28th and the 29th of October. Now, if they want us to get tickets, Dave, how do we do that? Where do we go?
The best place is the box office at Napa, and you can come at showtime with 2,200 tickets to sell. You should be able to.
You should be able to get tickets.
To sit in a good
We know we
seat.
last minute Trinbagonians. We definitely go into that box office and knock on the door.
That's
for
how
sure.
that goes.
Now, if it's anything that you hope persons come away with from your pieces, or rather from the festival, as a parting, if you will, what do you hope people come away from this with, Dave?
I think the power of art and working as artists, because right now I'm on a kind of a personal rally that art is the best crime plan that we can get for this country, and a lot of crime plans don't include that. That people see that the ability to for self-expression, for even income, for disenfranchisement, for people to learn about other people, exchange ideas, to collect, to discuss, to have discourse. And I think that art, that's the rally that I'm on now. We have to, and we are just inherently creative, artistic people in Trinidad. The band didn't come out of a university kind of student, you know, it came out of young people just trying to make music.
I completely agree with you. Bryony, anything you want to leave with our country, having experienced it on this different level, and of course, including yourself in it as well?
I think, well, I hope that people leave the festival just with a kind of rejuvenated and renewed kind of sense of the power and the beauty of the human body and its potential, for self-expression and empowerment, and to be able to communicate really, powerful storytelling through movement. So, I think it sounds like it's going to be a feast for the senses this weekend.
I like that. A feast for the senses happening at Napa on the 20th and 29th. Just $50 for tickets, but you want to get both of them and come enjoy the Coco Dance Festival. It's Big 15, and we celebrate with them. Guys, this is the Now Morning Show, and less than 15 minutes. We'll be right back.